Welcome to another episode of OSFirstTimer. So, in this episode, Mum is going to try out Linux Mint Cinnamon Edition.
What's that for cooks?
No, Linux Mint Cinnamon Edition. It's basically Linux Mint 14, which, oh, by the way, when the screen starts up, just choose the option you want.
Okay, so we're starting Linux Mint. It says automatic boot.
Yeah. Okay. So basically we're just running it off USB, so it's going to be slower than usual. And this is version 14 of Linux Mint, which was released on the 20th of November 2012, so it's fairly modern, but it's got the cinnamon, it's called Cinnamon Edition because it's got the cinnamon interface, so it's the way it looks is slightly different to the normal Linux Mint.
Okay.
So first of all, rate of the boot screen, what do you think?
It's nice, simple, uncluttered.
Okay. And the cursor, pretty familiar, nothing new.
So where
there.
does this come into the picture? Like, how old is it?
I just told you, it's 20th of November 2012.
Oh, so this is new?
Yeah, this is actually new.
Okay, yep.
This is what you would call a competitor to Ubuntu, or
Okay.
Windows 8, or pretty much all the other modern things. So this is the current interface, the desktop
That
background.
looks really good. I like the 3D effect. And it's so simple and uncluttered. And it looks very professional.
Okay, so your first task is, what time is it?
Okay, 12:46.
Great, fantastic.
But if there's a day even, you run your cursor over the thing, you run the mouse over the thing, Friday, November 30, 2012. Great.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's that. The next task is write, save and open a text document.
Write, save and open a text. Okay. What are these down here? Well, isn't this showing the desktop already? Okay, well I'm assuming it's already showing it. What's that? That Firefox web browser, thank you for telling me. Terminal. I like the way when you run your mouse over it, it actually tells you what it is. Files. Okay, and what's this menu? If I press the menu, okay, that's very logical. Now a Word document, let's have a look. Office. Office Writer, I'm assuming that's some sort of a Word document. Let's have a look. Looks like it. This is a Word document. I hope. Okay, I don't even spell. Oh, let's see if it does the spell thing. It does. Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So can you save it?
Well, I'm assuming file, save. Yes, save. Oh, and you can name it there, I guess. I'll name it document. Save. Very logical.
Great. Okay, but can you now open that file?
Okay.
Although, open it without using this program. Access your documents folder to open it.
Well, I remember running the cursor down here and it said files. So let's open the files. Documents, okay. Let's see if it's that. Now I've clicked it once. Oh, it says containing 3 items. Maybe you double click it. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
There
I put
it
two
is.
files from your other computer on just so you can test them out. But anyway, here we go. Open document.
Open it.
That's later in the video,
And
don't worry.
there's
There
the
it
one
is.
that I just
So do you
created.
think it's simple to use
Yes.
so far with this?
Very simple, and what I love about it is the fact it's very uncluttered.
Yeah. Okay, what about if you wanted to customise the way your computer looks?
Okay.
Before you do though, let me just drop in one more task. You found it a little bit hard to maximise and minimise and close windows with Ubuntu, how would you maximize this?
I'm assuming the plus and minus here. So if I minimize, well, that's logical, isn't it? And maximize, well, look at this. I'm wondering, you can either press that, which I'm sure will maximize it, but I wonder what that does. Oh, that's search documents. Oh, I love the way when you run your mouse over it, it actually tells you exactly what it does. Okay, so maximize, logical, yep, done.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so customize the way your computer looks in any way. It can be changing the desktop background or changing the way the windows look, something like that. Customize the look of your computer in any way.
Let's get out of that first. Let's look at the menu. Accessories. Front view, what's that? Screenshot? Oh, I don't think it's anything there. Games, no. Graphics. Doesn't look like there's anything there. It's not internet, obviously. Office, that's the office stuff. Other, notepad, no. System tools. Power statistics. System settings. Wonder if it's oh, how do I get to that? Wait a sec. I want to get,
This is hilarious.
Every time, maybe you do have to do it really fast. I did it. You have to do it really fast.
Can I just tell you something?
What?
It's not about doing it fast. Let me just show you. What's happened is this. You were putting your cursor to go to it, but on the way there, your cursor was touching that.
Oh, okay.
You see, so it was flicking into sound and video.
If
so
I
what
go
you would need to do,
and then go that way.
that way. What was happening is when you went really fast, your cursor skipped that thing, so it actually moved so fast that the cursor didn't touch it. That's what happened.
I just thought you had to be fast.
Well, that would be silly designing.
It would be. Colour? No, that's hardware. System, date and time, software sources. Well, it wouldn't be that, would it? Details. Maybe it's details. Graphics.
That's just telling you what kind of drivers and stuff
it's
on the
not there.
computer.
Let me start again. Let's keep going down.
And if you give up, you've got to tell me.
Aha, preferences. Let's have a look. Preferences. Displays. Maybe it's displays. What is this? All settings.
If you give up or need a hint, just tell me.
I think I do need a hint because it's taking a little bit of time.
Okay. Basically, when you actually were in this menu down here, and you were in preferences, you may have noticed when you put your cursor over, what was it, displays, it actually tells you at the bottom what displays does. Change resolution and position of monitors and projectors. So you can put your cursor over that and it tells you what the programs do.
I didn't see, I didn't see the little, this thing down here.
Yep.
Okay, so change resolution, no. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, I like the way it tells, screen brightness, no. No. Colour. Date and time, preference. Discs. Okay, well we don't want to do any of that, so it's not system settings. Wine, what's this?
Don't worry about that, that does not come pre-installed.
Preferences, what I just looked at.
I installed that for a purpose that we'll see later in.
Administration.
So, since it's taking so long, I think...
I'm not put off it because I still like the setup of this. It just looks really good, and I like the way when you run your cursor over it, it does actually tell you
what each program's used for.
I can't believe I can't find it though.
Do you want another hint?
Yeah, go ahead.
The next hint is that what you're looking at right now isn't all that's available. There's other icons on that start menu.
Oh. Software manager. Fine-tune cinnamon settings. Maybe it's that, but I'll just have a look what the other one says. Use no access. Lock the screen. Leave the session. Okay. Oh, so that's how you shut down the computer. Okay, I found that one, so I'll know what to do at the end. Okay, so fine-tune cinnamon settings. I think it's that one. Themes, effects. Okay, I've got the cursor over it, but it's not telling me anything else. Maybe.
So remember, it's customizing the look of your computer, making it look different in some way, whether it's a background or a theme, whatever it is, you're making it look different.
Themes. Oh, maybe it's that. Okay. This one looks nice.
There we go. It's done.
Where is it?
What changed, in case you didn't notice?
No, I didn't notice.
Change a few and you'll notice, look at the bar at the bottom as you switch. See how it's changing?
Oh, yep, the bar's changing at the bottom.
And the menu too.
And that's changing, okay.
So it's not much that is changing, but it is something.
Yeah,
that's changing
that
this.
doesn't change.
Yeah, that just changes this. So if we go back to cinnamon, you'll notice the start menu looks, it's mainly just the colour that's changing.
Okay.
But another thing you didn't really notice was backgrounds here.
Oh, okay.
And that would just simply change the background.
Oh, that would change the desktop background, would it? Okay, end of the world. There we are. How appropriate, since we're coming up to December 21st, 2012. There we go. Perfect.
Nice desktop. Okay. So now the little extra task I was going to give you. You've already kind of done this, but because I need you to try it again, open the documents folder. In the quickest way possible.
Oh, okay. In the quickest way possible. I did it twice.
That's
Documents.
okay. Notice the windows are at the bottom of the screen.
Yes.
So that's pretty good. You can switch windows pretty easily.
Yes.
Okay, so the next task is, remember you were worried about when I was telling you about a bunch of things not being compatible?
Yes.
Well, let's try a simple thing, a PDF file. So open the PDF file.
That's a PDF.
It's compatible.
Fine.
And you can scroll up and down and view it.
Yes, I can.
See?
Yes.
Is that good?
Yes, it is good.
Okay, now a Word document. So quit that one.
Yes.
And open a .doc file, which is a Word document from your own computer. Boom. No conversion needed. It is compatible.
Okay.
I did say in a bunchy that you needed a converter, but I was wrong. You do not require the converter. It is instant.
So this is totally, even though it's not like the most popular thing, it's not Microsoft Windows, it's still compatible
with stuff Microsoft Windows is compatible. Well, with these documents.
So if somebody was to email me something
any
with
Word
an
document
attachment,
or anything, you'd be able to run it.
Open it.
Now, let me give you the last task now, which just before turning off the computer though. It's a difficult one. Well, it might not be so difficult because I've kind of set you up already with it.
Yep.
It is, at work, Ron has asked you to download and install onto your computer Google Sketchup, just to do some 3D modelling.
Okay, so I've got to go to the internet,
download Google Sketchup.
Okay, well let's get out of this.
Keep compatibility in mind.
Okay, internet.
What did you click on? Firefox?
Firefox, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's Google Sketchup is what you want.
Custom search, okay. Google SketchUp. SketchUp 8 download.
I'd prefer you not to go to that link. I'll tell you where to go.
Why? Just tell me why I wouldn't go to that.
Because that's not really an official link. As you can see, it's a sponsored link, anything in yellow. is a sponsored. It's hard to explain, but just trust me. He gives you. Let's just pretend he gives you the web address, and this just happens to be the web address to download Google SketchUp.
Okay, yes.
So he's told you where to download. This is the website.
Yes.
Where to download it.
Yes.
So download just the free version. He doesn't want you to buy the SketchUp Pro, which is the advanced version. Just download the free version.
Well, I'm assuming this is the free version because it says start modelling with the basic, because you don't want to get that because you're only at 8 hours.
So what do you notice?
Oh, it gives you an option of Windows XP, Vista 7 and Mac, whereas this isn't either of those.
It's not either of them. It is not compatible with this operating system.
Okay.
If it said Linux, it would be compatible. It means it was not made for this. In this situation, what I've done for you is downloaded a very popular program called Wine. What do you notice about the logo of Wine?
It's a Windows symbol.
That's all I'm going to tell you. It's something that doesn't come with this, but you can download it, and I downloaded it for you. It's a free download, takes 10 minutes to download, and that's all I'm telling you. So
maybe it makes it, if I download the Windows XP Vista 7 version, it'll be compatible then.
Well, have a try.
Okay, so I agree.
Is this all simple?
Yes, open with. Oh yes, look, it says it's selected the Wine Windows Program Loader, so it's selected that. I didn't even have to. Okay.
And now it's downloading. Very quick too. Notice the speed, 1.4 megabyte per second.
Yeah, but remember that's only because I bought you a good computer.
No, it's not. Nothing to do with the computer. It's actually the internet speed. And actually that's faster than what I get with Windows 7. It's 1.3 megabytes, and this was a bit faster. So there we go. What have you noticed? Welcome to SketchUp.
There it is. And you just go next. Get rid of the downloads.
And you can...
well, it's saying thank you for downloading.
Yep.
Do I go to something else? Oh, wait a sec. Oh, yeah, you always have to agree with these things. You never read them, though. I accept, next, install. Lovely. Does anyone ever read those things?
No.
Finish.
Now, how easy was that?
Very easy.
To install, and that was not made for this operating system at all.
So because you downloaded that free Wine thing...
Yep, it makes everything that's...
compatible.
I'm not going to use the word
Windows.
everything. It makes most things compatible with Windows run on this, even though it's not a Windows thing.
Okay, done. Now what's the next task?
Run SketchUp. Because you've just downloaded it, just make sure it works. This is still the website, remember?
Yes.
So you would want to run it off your computer.
Well, let's get out of that and let's find where... Oh, what's happened here? It's overlapped with something. Oh my gosh. What's happened here? There's two things. Wait a sec.
What program do you want to run?
SketchUp 8 or SketchUp... I don't know. That one maybe? Why is there two there and why were they overlapped?
That's just the way it happened to deal with it.
Okay.
Anyway, click start using SketchUp, because this is just, you don't really need to know how to use this program, don't worry.
Please choose a default template.
Just don't worry about this. There we go. Okay, and there we go, you are running. I just want to show that it runs.
Does it run?
A bug splat.
So what does that mean? That's not good.
It means that this program...
Isn't compatible.
It tried to be compatible.
Well, trying's not good enough.
It really should have worked.
Or maybe if we try this other one here.
SketchUp was unable to okay. So it was unable, it was to do with the graphics card.
Oh.
And now it's gone in another. That was a bit of a failure.
Okay.
The reason I tried SketchUp and this is what I think is a little bit silly. If you go to the software manager over here, which is where you get all the new programs, and once I show you this, that'll be the end, and then you can turn off the computer. But if you go into software manager, and as you notice, there is currently 65,000 programs for you to download. All software is free. You do not pay a cent.
So that's all
actually, I'm not going to
specifically-
say that, but every program I've seen is free. I haven't seen a paid application. So what I did is I went to featured, and as you can see, wine is up there as one of the most real popular ones. Anyway, if you double click on this to tell you about wine, and you actually look at the compatibility layer for Windows, applications run at full speed without needed CPU inland. Wine does not require Microsoft Windows, however it can use native DL system. Okay, anyway, what I needed to show you, while that loads, sorry, it's the USB and it's a bit slower. Tell me what you think of this operating system, and would you use it in place of your real one?
It's logical.
Mm.
It's uncluttered.
Before you continue, the reason I wanted to use SketchUp as an example is because it specifically, as a screenshot, shows Google SketchUp running, as in it's compatible on your computer. That's why I use SketchUp, and I'm thinking, why did they take a photo of SketchUp? But I'm thinking it's something to do with the graphics card driver. Generally, when you get Ubuntu, you've got to make it compatible with your graphics card driver and stuff like that. You've got to download an extra thing so your graphics card driver can run it. But anyway, you can quit that now, turn off the computer, and tell me what you think of it. Or you can keep it on if you want to use it as an example.
No, I will
Or it'll point to things
turn
on
it
the
off.
screen.
Where's that turning off thing? Leave the session, quit. Shut down the computer. Yes, that's what I want. So I do this shutdown thing, don't I? Yep. Perfect, done.
So, what did you think?
I found it easy to navigate,
Yeah.
logical, uncluttered, and I liked when I ran the cursor over things, the way it told me what that was for.
What do you, if you were going to right now install the competitor of this, a different Linux system, Ubuntu, which is what you tried,
I did like Ubuntu.
what would you prefer, this or Ubuntu?
I just remember I liked Ubuntu. I can't remember. You're getting me to try all these
Ubuntu
operating
had
systems.
a thing at the side of the screen showing you all your programs,
Yeah.
and a menu bar at the top. But it hid the X button and stuff
Oh
like
yeah, I
that
don't
until you
like
put your
hiding
cursor
things.
off. So what did you think? If you had to
Actually,
choose one of them.
When I think about it now, I don't like the hiding things. What's the point
Yeah.
of hiding something when you've got to use it? Even though this one didn't hide it,
Yeah.
it was still uncluttered.
Okay. And versus Windows 8?
Oh gosh, hands down this.
You would install this on your computer?
Absolutely.
Knowing that you can still run Windows, all your documents and stuff you can run, and even if you did need to, for some reason, you don't even use Windows programs at all, apart from Microsoft Word and stuff, which runs perfectly on this, knowing that you could have the compatibility of Windows and stuff anyway on your computer, you would run this, but knowing that not absolutely everything is perfectly compatible, and knowing
Well,
that
look at it this
sometimes
way.
when you get new programs such as a printer, it might not have the driver on the CD, and you'd have to go online and download the driver for Linux off the internet.
That's why.
It's an extra step.
That is why I've got a tech savvy son to help me with all these things.
Okay.
So yes, I do like this one very, very
Your
much.
favourite out of all the operating
Yes,
systems
it
you've
is
tried?
definitely my favourite out of all the operating systems. And what's more, why would I even need these Windows programs when you've just showed me a whole stack of software that
65,000
is specifically
programs
for this?
for Linux, yeah, made
I
for
mean,
Linux.
you could just go through the manual or book or whatever it is that you go through and just work out what each one is, how to use it, and if it's just as uncluttered and simple as what I saw, the desktop and all it's going into files and
Yeah.
this and that,
Yep,
I think
it
it
is.
would just be as fantastic to use, yeah.
Now the last real test, does it beat your favourite operating system that you currently use, Windows XP.
I'm so used to XP. You see, I know I can do things without thinking because I'm on automatic pilot with XP. With this, even though I like the features and it's uncluttered, I like the look of it.
But knowing
and it
this
seems
is
logical.
more compatible with up-to-date stuff, XP is starting to lose support and
Well,
programs
look at it this
that are
way.
incompatible.
I wouldn't want to give up what I'm used to because I'm getting older. I don't like change. But if it starts getting not compatible with things that I need, then I guess this would be the next option for me. But Windows 8, not an option.
What about Microsoft Bob?
It was a novelty that I think at first I thought it was cute, but I think over time it loses its...
So, and this beats Microsoft Bob,
Oh
obviously.
gosh, definitely beats...
Meets?
No, definitely beats Microsoft Bob.
Okay. So we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.